one is like imposter syndrome. It's like,
Yeah.
my like how I see myself. And I think how I saw myself was just, I had the voices of like all the people throughout my life who have given me like negative feedback in some
Mhm.
sort of way, whether it's like, you need to pay attention more. Why are you late? Why isn't this done on time?
Mhm.
Why are you so lazy? Why are you messy? So like, I feel like all the projects I've started and I'd see success and I'd self-sabotage. It's really because like, I don't believe that I can do it. And recently it's like, no, if you can prove to yourself that you can like manage your life properly, but you can show up to the gym 3 days a week, if you can like create content once a day, like if you can do that, then everything else you aspire for in your life will just eventually happen. It's like it's like learning the principles that really get you there. And I think with people with ADHD, it's just like you need to just try to figure out how to avoid boredom, how to keep things interesting, but how to like ensure that you have outlets that make you feel alive. And I think, there's nothing wrong with having a normal life, but like you need an outlet outside
Yeah.
of it that like maybe that's going to be the path that you navigate forward towards, or maybe it's just like your way of like filling your cup up. So
Mm.
yeah, it's a tangent, but yeah, and that's really what I've been trying is like my main skill I'm trying to figure out is consistency
Yeah.
because
I
that's
really
really what
liked
it's.
really liked what you said there about if you can't sustain or manage the life you're leading at the moment, then the life that you're foreseeing for yourself or you're aspiring to isn't really attainable at the moment, because you need to be able, like say, you probably need to be able to deal with what you're dealing with right now before you can add more to your plate. And it's mad when you speak to someone else and you hear them talk about their ADHD or their patterns or their experience, because I've been exactly the same. It's always wanting more, or there must be more out there for me. What else can I do? And, I was very close with this podcast not long ago. I speak about it, I think, in one of my episodes or one of my videos. And like you say, I've got hundreds of things going on, and I was the same. I was getting to a point where I was just sort of churning the same stuff. I was doing the episodes and I was doing the content, but I wasn't feeling like I was growing with the content or anything was changing within what I was doing. So it just started to become a bit stagnant, and then I was getting bored. And then that's when I started thinking, oh, I can't do this. This is stupid. I'm just pretending. Everyone's probably
Yeah.
laughing at me. And so that's why then I decided, right, I'm going to do a YouTube channel, because that's something else I can do that's going to
Yeah.
take me away from the mundane of this podcast. So it's,
Yeah.
it's it's mad when you can resonate. Someone else is literally explaining your life in their own version for themselves as well. It's
Yeah.
nice though. It's comforting at the same time.
Definitely. I look back at a few years ago when I first started creating TikToks. I had created another channel and I grew up to like about 70,000 followers on TikTok because TikTok was just growing at the time.
Hmm.
And I remember I had this epiphany where I was like, what am I doing? Like, why I don't want to do this. Like, I feel like a phony. Why are people listening to me? You find ways to self-sabotage when things are actually going good for you. Because like when I look throughout the course of my life, like so many things eventually so many things in my life where I knew eventually going to go bad. So like, I kind of like, in order to avoid that pain, I just stopped.
Mm,
And like I had things that were going super well in my life, but like when they were going too well, it's like, okay, when's it going to get
yeah.
bad? And that's because of like the amount of people that have provided negative feedback to me in my life that I'm like, okay, well, like I know that I'm capable of like taking this far, but like people don't believe in me. And that
Hmm.
voice has been instilled in me for a very long time. So a part of the process that I'm also been trying to figure out is how to unlearn that and try to remove those voices in my head one piece at a time. And I
Mm,
think you do that by just like slowly stacking your wins. And I look at like, I've held a job for quite a while. I have a good relationship.
hmm.
I'm creating content that actually means stuff to me. And, like I don't need to quit it. If I'm not feeling up for it, just like take a second to reset and then move forward. But it's like,
Hmm.
again, I think also something to note is that like everything in life, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Like it's slow growth. And like if you're not
Mm.
feeling it right now, give yourself the time to like chill, ask yourself like why you're feeling the way you're feeling and allow yourself to reset and go back.
Yeah.
And